What's going on, fam? This your main man, KC for L, King Self for Life, Wrestling Takes, here to give you my honest thoughts about Bad Blood. Bad Blood was just another generic WWE pay-per-view where you have two matches that's actually carrying the show while the rest of the show is just there. And unfortunately, the main event was the very first matchup. That was the best match on the whole show, like I expected it to be. The Hell in a Cell was great. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre did work. They cooked, they overcooked, they did what they were supposed to do, and the feud is done. Now, before I get more into this pay-per-view, we got to address the elephant in the room. Last night, Triple H was asked about the lack of black representation on the pay-per-views. And this circus clown sat up and said, "I don't see color." Ladies and gentlemen, anytime you hear that statement, that's pretty much, and especially if you're coming from a biased point of view, that's pretty much says that the cats that don't look like H ain't getting on my show. They don't have anything to bring to the table unless they are buck dancing and it's shucking and jiving. Ladies and gentlemen, Cats brought this band on the forefront, and all he could have sat up there and said, "You know what, truth be told, that is a serious issue that we've been dealing with, and I put the blame on myself. We could easily use a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of us in the back, but everything starts with me, and we can do better." That's all the fool had to say. But ladies and gentlemen, cats in the IWC, especially the hardcore foundational black American cats that's going in and letting cats understand and letting cats know we in here, we belong here, and we matter, and we don't need to be buck dancing when we on these people's programs or whatever. Triple H has always let y'all know this band is a white supremacist through and through. I don't give a damn what nobody has to say. You got too many buck dancers and white supremacists that absolutely worship the ground this guy walks on. They love everything this guy does, but Triple H just constantly let you know this is how he moves. I don't know how fools won't let that go past him. Oh man, y'all thinking this Vince. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Triple H McMahon. He is the same. This is the same circus clown that told Booker T to his face, "Cats like you," and I don't want to hear people say they was reading from the script. No, H was all in on this. Think about this. If he was so-called reading from the script, how come he didn't put over Booker T? Anytime you going, as they say, blurring the lines and you getting really racial, you going that deep. Usually the clown who's on the racist crap is the one that loses. Not in Vince and Triple H land. Booker T lost. And fast forward to where we are now, people ask, will Booker T be set up? Booker T was cool with it. Yes, Booker T went into the Hall of Fame 3 times, ladies and gentlemen. What do you mean 3 times? He went in as a single, he went in with his brother, and Charmel got one. That's 3 Hall of Fame rings. In other words, he got 3 sets of butter biscuits. This man is set for life. The E is paying all his bills. He's going to coon for them for the rest of his life. That's all Booker T is there for. That's why he said that this was all part of the plan. No, it wasn't. No. Booker T came to a white supremacist organization that did not put him over until he started to shuck and jive. Once he started to shuck and jive, he became King Booker. The rest is history. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how the E move. Unless you coon or buck dance, you are not allowed to get over. And people say, well, what about yeah, what about them? Look at where Bob Lashley's number is at now. I told y'all about the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business had the potential of being the black version of Evolution. They had the potential. But Vince and Triple H said, heck to the freaking no. We're not finna have a black group that's not cooning, that's not shucking and jiving, that's not buck dancing. You see, this is what the conversation that fools in the IWC do not want to have. This is why, listen, I know a lot of cats, they try to come at my mans, but let me tell you something. Shout out to my man Wrestling with Racism. The brother is on point. Listen, if you want to hear a deeper and more thorough explanation on how Triple H gets down, you better go watch my man. Because I'm telling you, that dude knows exactly what is going. And listen, he don't just go in on the E, he go in on AEW as well. He go in on all of them. And Triple H sitting up there saying this idiotic answer, just let y'all know what's really going on. So, but you got a whole lot of idiots that keep saying, well, there were quote unquote people. Listen, they didn't say people of color. We said black. That's why I hate that term. I hate the word people of color. That stuff is garbage as heck. That term is stupid. People of color. Get out of here with that white supremacist terminology. Garbage. I don't see color. Yes, you do. Stop it. Stop playing this game. Stop playing this game. So I say, man, Triple H be telling on himself every day. This is the same circus clown that allowed a blackface t-shirt to get printed and be sold in the NXT locker room. I'm talking about ACH, formerly known as Jordan Miles. Triple H, this happened under his watch. I don't want to hear this foolishness. And then he got, of all clowns, R-Truth, Buck Dancing, every day on his programming. Get the heck out of here with these idiots that want to sit up here and tell me that Triple H ain't a white supremacist. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You fools know dang well how this clown get down. Because you worship the clown, you worship the ground that this fool walks on. I don't give this clown a pass. Listen, if he does something decent, I'll give him props when it's concerning what's going on in the ring. But when it's concerning everything else, and especially if it's going on in the ring and it's revolving around cats like us, foundational black Americans, man, you know I'm going to be on that fool's bumper. You should already know. When you come to the KCVL King Self Life Wrestling Takes, I'm going to keep it 100%. And I'm showing my face. I ain't behind no green screen where you can't see nobody. White supremacy has been the end-all, be-all concern of pro wrestling since the beginning of time. We just starting to crack the door right now. Shout out to my man Reggie Righteous. He has a list of 500 top black wrestlers throughout all wrestling right now. And he's going not just AEW, not just WWE, not just TNA, not just MLW, not just NXT, all streams of pro wrestling. So cats want to know where can I see some cats that actually not only have my skin tone, but are pretty good in the ring. They're good on the mic. They can go. They can talk. They can tell the story in the ring. Just what I say, when we are on these people's programs, I'm not here to be, I don't want to see us cooning. I don't want to see us buck dancing. I want to see us in a situation where the storyline matters and we get over on our own merit. I don't want a stereotypical gimmick where I'm sitting up here cutting a jig for somebody. That's what a lot of us are talking about, because they noticed out of the last several pay-per-views that Triple H has booked, we went on it. Just because you had Jade and Naomi and Bianca out there, and then you had to quote unquote go get Metro Boomin. It's phony. It's fake. And I'm so tired of white supremacists in the IWC keep talking about woke this and woke that. Let me tell you something. You don't understand what the actual word woke means, because you so caught up on the so-called liberals that's controlling everything. That's not wokeness. What they're doing is putting everybody back to sleep. So I'm tired of people trying to quote unquote hijack a terminology that they have absolutely no idea what it means. I've seen so many clowns in the IWC that's quote unquote on the left and the right. It don't matter. But they keep talking about y'all so doggone woke. Ain't got nothing to do. First of all, y'all don't even know what that word means. So I said, man, ever since I've been a part of this so-called IWC, I've been noticing how white supremacy has been the forefront of everything. You got these people who get up on here, they do what I do, and they sit up here and they just babble a whole bunch of foolishness that don't mean nothing. And they think they on point. It's the I'm white and I say so mindset. That's all they know. No. Then you get the buck dancing coons and tethers that back up what they say, and then they get up here and shuck and jive all day long. You got the wrong one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to tell you the bold-faced truth about everything concerning pro wrestling. AEW, WWE, because those are the main two I look at. If I bother watching TNA or NXT or something else, I'm going to give my personal take on what I'm seeing. And it's going to be unbiased. It's going to be the unbiased truth to what I'm seeing concerning what's going on in that ring. And like I say, Triple H, this is how he moves, ladies and gentlemen. This is no surprise. This is what he put out there. Instead of saying, you know what, yeah, we got a serious issue and that starts with me. WWE has been around over 50 plus years. Yes, we've had some talented black wrestlers in the back. And it's my job to make storylines that matter so I can put them on the pay-per-views instead of excluding them. So I'm going to take the full blame. This on me. Like I said, I'm going to take the full. This what listen, if Triple H is quote-unquote about quote-unquote moving forward, that's what he should have did. But you know Triple H ain't going to do that. Because he's still throwing our truth old coon behind out there. And before anybody tell me, well, what about the New Day? Ladies and gentlemen, that should have been done a long time ago. That storyline should have been. The reason why that's going on right now is because of what happened with Odyssey Jones. That's the only reason why Triple H is doing this situation with the New Day. The only reason. And like I said, you parading Jade and Naomi and Bianca around here and they ain't no nothing because he desperately wants to turn them into the female New Day. I know Triple H. Triple H ain't slick. They don't have nothing going on for him. I wish I can get behind Jade and Bianca's second tag team title reign. Just because the ladies won, because the sisters got them, that don't mean nothing. This is what clowns get caught up on. I be telling people all the time, yes, we win championships no matter what company we in. It's how we are presented. I say this every day. Presentation matters. That's one of the biggest issues that fools in the IWC completely miss. They get so caught up on representation that they miss this part. Take the RE off and put presentation in front. How are they being presented? How is the storyline going with them hold said titles, moving from show to show, from pay-per-view to pay-per-view? How are they being presented? That's how you know somebody is getting over based on what. Let me tell you, it's a twofold thing. It's based on what the wrestlers doing in the ring and what the booker's doing to promote said wrestling. And if they being presented like a freaking joke, guess what? They're gonna look like a joke and they're gonna feel like they don't even matter. H know dang well the only reason Bianca and Jay had those tag team titles, got them back the second time, is because he had all the heat for Swerve and a lot of people was coming for his helmet. Just like that brother that was at the post show asking that question. Because he knows the game. He see it. We know what's going on. We not stupid. This ain't got nothing to do with no stupid wokeness. I was gonna say y'all fools are retarded as heck. Y'all clowns, listen, I'm not talking to my audience. I'm talking to everybody else out there. So for the cats to subscribe to me and they understand everything I'm saying, I salute every single one of y'all because y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about everybody else who's sitting up here saying these words, these terms that they have absolutely no idea what they mean. They just saying this and saying that. This is all I'm going to say. I didn't say what I had to say. I done told y'all the honest to God truth about Triple H. Wore blackface 3 times. Promoted the blackface shirt. Told Booker T to his face, cats like you don't belong. You're supposed to, quote unquote, make me laugh. Look no further than our truth. But then you wonder how come we ain't on the show? How come we don't have a prominent storyline? Why did MVP, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, why they dip out? Why did they dip out? Because they were seeing the handwriting was on the wall. The Hurt Business had the potential being the black version of Evolution. They had the potential. But Triple H and Vince McMahon said, heck to the freaking no. We are not going to have a set of group of black men that's going out here about their business and ain't buck dancing. Oh no, we're not having that. We'll continue to promote the New Day. We'll continue to promote our truth for them. We'll continue to promote the Street Profits because they not doing nothing. And people will say, well, what about Carmelo Hayes? Man, Carmelo Hayes ain't been him since he left NXT. Ever since he came up to the main roster, I have not gave a rat's behind about. Listen, yes, he's put on some decent matches, but I have not gave a rat's behind about Carmelo Hayes, and that is on Triple H. That's on H. That's why when Trick Williams come up to the main roster, I have no hope. I genuinely have no hope because I can't trust H. H does not listen. When I say that H has absolutely no idea what to do with us, I really mean that. He genuinely don't, and he does not care. He don't care. That's why anytime we on the show, it's like we just there to be there. I say this all the time. People say representation matters. I say no, forget the representation. Go to the presentation. because we could be represented all day, every day. But how are we being presented? That's where I come right back to. I come right back to the presentation. That's all I'm gonna say on this. Let's go ahead and break down this doggone pay-per-view. So like I said, we opened the show, which for me, this was the best match on the show. CM Punk and Drew basically brought back what the Hell in a Cell was all about. These two beat the brakes off each other. They hit each other in the head with doggone toolboxes, chairs, ran each other. They was doing it. Listen, it was bleeding buckets. I said, this was a true Hell in a Cell. I said, man, if it wasn't for my man's right here pulling up at the end, this right here was the main event. Hands down. And obviously for me, this was the best match on the whole show. Now, Jade and Bianca was out here acting the dang fool and clowning, and they made sure to focus in on Goldberg, because we're going to come back to Goldberg. And I can't believe we get ready to get Goldberg in a pay-per-view coming soon. I don't give a rat's behind. I really don't. But yeah, they have Bianca, Jade, Naomi out here trying to host again, because why? They was in Atlanta. Atlanta is the black Mecca. You already know. I'm like, it is what it is. So, like I said, they beat the snot out of each other. CM Punk got the victory. This feud is completely finished. It's over. Both men are going their separate ways. That's that. So then afterwards, we get Bianca talking with Mickie James, talk about Pete Rosenberg, Diamond Dallas Page, and just a bunch of goofy stuff. I'm like, it is what it is. Then we get to this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, man. I did all this hyping up, talking about Nia Jax has been having solid matches of late. Come to find out, Bayley and Nia Jax was garbage as heck. And guess what? We didn't get no cash in. I don't know what the Triple H is waiting on. It's time for Tiffany to quote-unquote cash in. Quit playing this game. Quit playing this game. People have been we wait. You put the briefcase on Tiffany. That was a terrible mistake, because guess what? You know what she represents. She's just like you, Triple H. She told on herself with that retarded video. You want to promote her, right? You want to present her. You want to push her, right? This should have been the time to have her cash in. This should have been the time to cash in. She didn't. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nia Jax retains. And we keep it moving. Nothing. Then we get this matchup. Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Now, this was actually a decent matchup. They beat the brakes off each other. Now, there was a spot where Damian Priest had did a move on Finn Balor. And he did a no-so. And they were cheating their behinds off. They cheated their behinds off. But guess what? Like I said in my prediction, Damian Priest got the victory. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I told y'all, Judgment Joke 2.0 is a sad joke. The only person in Judgment Joke that absolutely is dominating right now, and that's because she had help, is Liv. Liv is the only one. And even the matchup that they had, which I'm about to talk about right now, was not good. It wasn't. I'm just being let me tell y'all something. Now, I have not done my investigation on Rhea Ripley, but according to Wrestling with Racism, he says that Rhea Ripley is a white supremacist on the low. I have not done my research on that yet. I'm going to do my research on that, and I'm going to find out what he's talking about. But like I said, Damian Priest for Finn Balor, it was a solid matchup. It was, truth be told, this was kind of like a Monday Night Raw matchup. Truth be told, like I said, and I'm cool with both of these cats, but this was a Monday Night Raw match. Truth be told, I told you the two matches that you could have had on the show, you decided not to do them. First blood match between Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed, and then the World Championship match. But you said no, we're not gonna do that. Damian Priest gets the dub. Next, we move on. Triple H comes out here and he has some garbage man Crown Jewel Championship. This is just stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, reasons why I don't give a damn about Crown Jewel. It's because the Saudis they got Triple H and them are on lockdown with them. This is because Vince signed that dumb man deal with them so long ago. This is what they want to see. So it's some new WWE Crown Jewel Championship for the men and women. It's just dumb. It's really stupid. These matches don't make no type of sense, but I don't give a dang. So during this time, this is when Gunther came out there. He called himself getting into it with Goldberg, and Goldberg pulled off his jacket like he was ready to get in the ring. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is already a foregone conclusion. We already know Sami Zayn's finna get demolished on Raw, and probably after the match, Goldberg is gonna pull up and he's gonna do his his spear on him, and he gonna say, "I'll see you at Crown Jewel." I don't give a dang. I genuinely don't. Next, we move on. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, WWE Women's Championship, Dom and the Dog on Shark Tank. It was a mess. It was. Listen, man. The first match they had, the other two matches they had were actually better than this matchup. I genuinely don't know what this was, man. It wasn't good. It genuinely was not good, man. I'm watching this and I'm like, what am I looking at, man? Like I said, man. It's not the fact that they don't have chemistry. It's just, I don't know, man. Here's the deal. There's nothing about them being pressed for time. You allow the main event to go first, so now everybody else can have time, correct? It's just about how things were produced and who did what or whatever. So let's just talk about the ending. So Don was hanging out the Shark Tank, and Rhea was too busy trying to go after him, and Liv was trying to hold it down to her. And the next thing you know, Raquel Gonzalez comes out of nowhere, and she's back on Hill Street. She cost Rhea, and that's how Liv retained. So the storyline now is turned to Rhea versus Raquel Gonzalez. We shall see, but at this point, now what? Now what? And I don't mean that in a I can't wait. It's okay. Now what do we do? Real talk. It is what it is, man. So then we get to the tag team match. So Metro Boomin was out. They cut a promo about the Motor Machine Guns. So yes, it's official. The Motor Machine Guns are coming to the main roster. They're not going to NXT. So they'll be added. That's a nice pickup for WWE. I give them props. Obviously, they won't be winning the tag team championships right now, but they pulling up. So Fatu and Solo came out first. Roman came out, and then after that, Cody had a doggone dumb man marching band. Ladies and gentlemen, they tried so hard. Triple H and them tried so hard. So for people wondering where did marching band come from, last month or last month, one of the HBCUs was playing Cody Rhodes music during the football game. So people were tagging Triple H. They were tagging Cody like, "Hey, we got to get them to perform." Ladies and gentlemen, I keep trying to tell y'all, this is fake. I want to act like I'm down with the cause. So let's quote unquote have an HBCU band come. Now remember we had an HBCU band play. This was at WrestleMania 38, if I'm not mistaken. WrestleMania 38 between Bianca and the man, Becky Lynch. Now I'm not gonna lie, that interest is actually better than this because actually it suit Bianca. It fit Bianca. And it didn't just be fit Bianca because she was a black woman. It just fit. And wasn't nobody even thinking about an HBCU, but she got an HBCU to play her out. It made sense. This foolishness is just to pretty much try to make it seem like all of them is down for the cause. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of this fake Wakanda foolishness. This fake, we're all in this together. I'm tired of it. It's phony. It's fake. It's not real. This is what I be asking. If you're going to do something like this, just make it genuine. Don't do it because you got the pressure on you from everybody saying that you ain't down for the cause, or that you are a white supremacist organization. Quit playing this. This is the same foolishness that we keep seeing with the doggone politics. Doesn't matter if it's from the right. It doesn't matter if it's from the left. It's this old playing the game, playing a freaking game. This is why I say deception. And so many buck dancers in the IWC that worship this company, they fall for the prey every time. You ain't got cats like me. You ain't got cats like Wrestling with Racism. And shout out to my boys and them and the young lady that work with them, the Holy S podcast. Shout out to them cats because I interact with them over on TikTok. Them cats, they know because my man's had posted video about what Triple H was talking about, so they understand what's going on. It's some of us that understand what's going on. We, quote unquote, as y'all say, woke. We understand what's going on. We're not playing the stupid man game. It's a stupid game. This is what the WWE play, this dumb man game. They play this too much. So fast forward. The tag team match itself, man, it was a generic tag team match. It wasn't the main event. What made this Jimmy come out of nowhere, costing Solo? He had the hoodie on with the bandana, came out of nowhere, cost Solo, cost Jacob Fatu. Roman and Cody gets to him. Now afterwards, I'm sitting up and saying there was rumors. Rock is there. He's in Atlanta. You know he's going to pull up. After all the mess that went down, they all left. Cody in the ring getting beat up. Jimmy talking to Roman like, hey, man, we got to help. We got to help. And Roman was like, no, man. It was just a one-time thing. Just a one. He's like, no, man, look. So they was beating the brakes off of Cody. So they ran back to the ring to quote-unquote save the day. Afterwards, after Solo and Jacob Fatu got taken out of there with the Gorillas of Destruction. If you smell, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a dang what nobody has to say. People can hate on The Rock all they want. But every time this fool disappears and every time he come back, regardless if he's a heel or a face, the man gets a pop every single time. I say that man right there is the only reason why I'm going to tune in to SmackDown. That man right there. It wasn't because, backstage, apparently, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens turned heel off camera. He beat the brakes off of Cody, so Kevin Owens officially a heel again. Big whoop, as if we didn't see this for the... Listen, how many times does The Miz and Kevin Owens turn face and turn heel? Ain't nothing genuine no more. I'm like, everybody and their grandma knew it was going to happen. But it happened off camera. Somebody had caught the recording, and he beat the brakes off of Cody. So, that's that situation. But Rock pulled up, didn't say nothing, did one of these numbers. He did that. He didn't say nothing. Then just turn my music back on. He didn't say nothing. But he did cut a promo afterwards. Cut a promo talk about something. I go away for 6 months, and all this bull... he cussed all this bull jive happened, under my watch. He said things don't have to change. Now, I'm going to get to the bottom of this on SmackDown. So SmackDown is a must. Rock coming in, Jimmy coming in, and the Hell in the Cell is the only reason you should even bother watching this pay-per-view. Because Bad Blood was bad. It was decent. You had 3 decent matches. I ain't going to listen. The tag team match, it was decent. It was not a bad match, but it's just for my taking, for my liking, I've seen better. I genuinely seen better. But Jimmy pulling up, Rock pulling up, the Hell in the Cell, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre just beating the brakes off each other. It's the only 3 things that carried this show. Everything else was just there. So my honest grade, I'm going to be genuine. The honest grade I'm walking away from Bad Blood is an honest 7 out of 10. That's the highest I'm going. I'm not going to no 8. 7 out of 10 is the highest I'm going. I'm starting to notice a theme with Triple H pay-per-views. Triple H just dropped 6 and 7s. It's a rarity he might drop an 8, but 6 and 7s is where Triple H stands with me. That's the highest I'm going. And that's not me on no bias stuff, because I know some of y'all think I'm biased towards him because I be calling him a white supremacist. No, I call him a white supremacist because he is a white supremacist. No, I actually give him the benefit of the doubt if he's going to produce something good. If he's going to produce something good that's actually worth watching, I'll give him props for it. Same thing with Tony Khan. Just like what I'm about to start talking about concerning Collision. Now, there's a couple things that took place. Willow is going against Mariah on Dynamite. Well, no, I'm sorry about that. No, Britt Baker and Willow are going to face each other. Whoever wins gets Mariah at WrestleDream. But somehow, some way, they turn Chris Statlander back into a face. So she's getting ready to go against Camille. And more than likely, she's going to beat Camille. And she's going to get the shot against Mercedes. But a lot of people was wondering how come they broke up the relationship or the managerial role of Stokely Hathaway and Chris. I don't know. Tony Khan, remember, he's the king of random. Now also the other thing that happened. They are not the Street Profits. Private Party got the shot. They will be facing the Young Bucks at WrestleDream. I told you. Everybody said it. We seen what happened on Dynamite. You seen what happened on Rampage. On Collision, it was a 3-way tag team match. Whoever won got the shot against the Young Bucks. So that's the other match. Now, the one dumb man match that should not be on this card is the stupid Ring of Honor television match with Brian Cage and whoever's the current Ring of Honor Ring of Honor television champ. That should not be on the show. Now, this whole situation concerning Yuta, Moxley, and the BCC or whatever. Where the heck does Yuta lie? Is he with them or is he with Brian? We're going to determine that come Wednesday night. Tuesday. NXT and WWE. I'm sorry, y'all. NXT and AEW are going to be going head to head. NXT is going to start first because Tony Khan already learned his lesson. Don't go head to head with NXT. It's currently, especially with what they're doing right now. Do not go head to head with NXT. NXT will start first. Dynamite will be coming on at 8 o'clock. So it will be coming on at 8 o'clock on Tuesday on TBS, if I'm not mistaken, because the playoffs postseason is on Wednesday night. So, yeah, but that's all I got, man. I went in. You heard everything I had to say. I tried my best to be as thorough. Forgive me for the stutter and everything, for the brain falls and all that. But I'm just being as real as I can. I'm just giving y'all my honest thoughts on everything I seen. I got a legit reason to tune in to SmackDown. I got a legit reason. My man Rock is back. Rock is back to let SmackDown down, to let some circus clowns know what's going on. And apparently they caught word of Solo talking to one of the members of the Bloodline, said this was all part of the plan. Well, we're going to find out come SmackDown. There is a legit reason to tune in to SmackDown. You got a legit reason. We got the doggone cliffhanger at the end of the pay-per-view, which was fantastic. Triple H seems to know how to do that. Everything else in the middle, he don't know what the clown he doing. That circus clown has the slightest clue what he doing. The main event, which was the very first match, was the best match on the show. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk tore each other up. They tore each other up limb from limb, and I loved it. Fantastic. The fellas did a great job. Fast forward to where we are now. It is what it is. That's all I'm going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my honest thoughts about what I've seen at Bad Blood. I said a little bit what I thought about Collision and what we get ready to get, because WrestleDream is next Saturday night. I got a whole nother review get ready to pull up for that situation. So y'all already know what to do. Hit the comment section up. Let me know what y'all thought about Bad Blood. Give me your letter grade or your number grade. I say letter grade, number grade. What do you give it out of 10? Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button and we out the door. Holla at your boy.